Hello guys, Madden season is back and we are looking at Madden 17, the latest iteration of the footballing franchise game by EA Sports. We'll see if this stacks up to the previous iterations and if it's improved any. First of all, we're going to talk about the franchise mode. It's new and improved apparently. One of the additions is the big decisions. This allows moments to happen where you get to choose either to cut players, gives you information on who to cut, as well as negotiations for better salaries. Other big decisions affect your player in Creative Player and your coach, in which you have to set your season goal, bigger risk, bigger reward sort of thing, more touchdowns, it yields more XP. The robust drafting system returns also, with some slight improvements I feel, and the addition of, instead of player photos, is the new scary rendered faces of the players you'll be drafting, and let's be fair, they are quite creepy. A fan requested feature, which is also one of my favourites, is the introduction of the practice squad. This allows you to put eligible players into your practice team for the season to gain experience, and you can also call on them when injuries occur in your full team or when you need certain players in certain positions. But be warned, other teams can poach your players and sign them to their active roster. The introduction of fully customizable players in franchise mode has come with the addition of new equipment and features, which gives a higher level of customization to your player, giving them new options of their football fashion and gives them easily distinguishable features whilst on the field. The addition of the single arm sleeve makes you look swag. In addition to the big decisions, there is the option to install game plans before each and every game. This allows you to focus on certain players, certain plays and coverage. The training actually means something now, as they give you boosts during the season. Each of the one opens up with a small cinematic. It's just a shame that these cinematics weren't added in elsewhere to the game. Team relocation has returned for this Madden, except it just seems that it hasn't been touched at all since it was introduced into Madden 25. All the teams seem to be there from last time. There has been no improvements or customization onto the uniforms, and it is a shame because it would be nice if we could actually create our own uniforms, own stadium, own team names. This will give players the freedom to actually create their own team. Obviously, Ultimate Team returns and the ever popular Draft Champions. These are great additions to the game that will expand and extend your playtime. Probably the most useful addition to this installment of Madden is the Play the Moments feature. This allows you to quickly zip through plays and only having to engage in gameplay when it's certain play the moment comes up on the screen, which allows you to take control of priority moments, whether this be in the last 2 minutes of the quarter, first drive, something like that. The new running mechanics are a welcome feature. They allow you to precisely spin, truck, stiff arm your way to gain extra yards, and it's a nice feature to ensure that newcomers have the right tools they have to create amazing plays. In my opinion, the pass play system has been significantly improved from the last iteration as well, as the different styles of catching mechanics don't seem to be as overpowered and exploitable as they were in the first time it was introduced in Madden 16. The same goes for the defensive play. I feel that it has been greatly improved, and that especially for me on the defensive line, where I like to play with a defensive end, I don't seem to get to the quarterback every single play by just mashing buttons. It actually seems to be an actual battle between you and the offensive lineman. The improvements to special teams are a welcome addition and makes the extra points, field goals and punt situations much more interesting and engaging, as well as the improvements to the kicking mechanics. Moving on to presentation now, I would have to say the biggest improvement on this game is the fact that the commentary is absolutely fantastic. Have a listen.
Careful, they might have an answer for you, so make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Just to take a moment to talk about presentation now. A few gripes I have, and I'm not going to talk about the player models, character models, faces as such, because They look pretty decent, the movement's pretty good, and it's the same as Madden 16. There's a few more animations dotted about there, but nothing stellar, nothing groundbreaking. And we all know that they look a bit goofy sometimes without the helmets on, but when they've got the helmets on, you can hardly tell the difference, so it's fine. The one thing, and I'm not even going to put footage of it because we all know what it is the sidelines. The sidelines haven't been changed at all. The sidelines still look goofy, they look stupid. You've got players that are meant to be, I mean, I've had it, a Russell Wilson, a thing. Like, it was, the guy was like 6'4". He just had a 3 on his jersey, no name on the back. It's the same old, and it's getting ridiculous now. When are we going to see improvements to the sideline? I mean, come on, how long are we going to have to wait until we get amazing sideline things like this? I mean, let's look at the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl presentation hasn't been changed since 2015. It's still the same old garbage. I mean, look at the Super Bowl presentation. I swear it's the same old since 2015. They haven't even bothered changing it. It's just lazy. Pure laziness. I mean, come on. When are we going to see improvements to the Super Bowl presentation? And for me, being a British fan, I would like to see the International Series get the same pomp and circumstance as the Super Bowl does. Maybe a little different introduction. Maybe even if it's just changing the jerseys in the crowd. All different teams to simulate that sort of International Series vibe. That would be a great addition they should really include in Madden 18. Overall, Madden 17 isn't a bad game. It's a really good game. I've had a lot of fun with it in the 20 plus hours I put into it. The only problem is that this lack of improvement, this stagnation, this sort of adding a few features here and there and then saving the rest of it for next year. I know that's obviously the model they've got and they're sticking to it, but that is just what's holding Madden back, in my opinion. But it's still a good game, well worth the money, and it is an improvement over Madden 16. That's why the final verdict for Madden 17 is 3 Eli Mannings and 1 Tim Tebow. It's a definite improvement, but it's still got a long way to go yet until it is the ultimate football experience.